Hi everyone, and welcome back to Scrap Addict Creations. I'm Diane, and today we're going to be taking this amazing timeless layout and creating an 8.5 by 11 version. So let's get scrapping. So the timeless layout is one that has actually been requested. These petals are so cool. They're calling them leaves, I believe. Honestly, I don't remember exactly the word for them, but it is in this book because I created a book out of instructions. Large leaf, that's what they're calling that die. So basically, this was a fun layout to do. I really did enjoy it. We've got some periwinkle ink through here, here, and around here, and kind of makes this circle as your eye goes around those. We did some sanding, and then this is the interactive part right here. It is a little flip page, so you can put journaling. I've got I will pass this on to Nancy so she can put these little strips here if she wants to, or she can just type up something, whatever she wants to do. We got a 4x6. This feels like a 5x7 because it takes up so much room on there. I do have to change it up a little bit for the smaller layouts. This is the butterfly right here in the center. It looks like an apple to me. I'm not loving that, but we'll see what we do. I love this piece right here. It's a very fun piece. But again, these little stitches on here are really cute. Now, this paper I don't have because I didn't buy the paper kit. So it's used here, here, and down here. I have opted to use a stripe paper. It's from the Mix-Ins. And it's just this really pretty stripe. And so it basically would look like that instead of the other. And we will be doing a little bit of weaving over here. I do like this stamp set. We'll add some of this periwinkle ink, and we'll be creating this. Now, these letters right here were white, and we inked them. So I've got a couple different sets to do, and then I have another option if it doesn't work for what I'm doing. So my layout is Allison, and it's her graduation circle. And so I have graduation circle, I have timeless, and I have just graduation. And so I've got to play with that. This is sorry, I have some chocolate on my desk because yes, I love chocolate. This is what I stole from the other one. So I cut whatever was behind this out so I could use it over here. So I just have a little bit of this paper. I also, on this piece right here, I cut this piece behind this 3x4 photo mat. I didn't have enough to even jerry rig something here, and that's okay. I really do like this stripe. I do. I really like it. So I like that I'm able to kind of intermix these papers. I also did cut, I don't see it here. I know I had it. Where I had it, I have no idea. I set it someplace. Maybe it's just in this pile somewhere. I'm not seeing it, but I did cut one of these leaves in the striped pattern as well. I don't know where I put it. I think when I decided I wasn't going to use it, oh wait, I found it. Because I have extras. We have the stripe, and then I have 2 of the sage. This one's already been sanded. Okay, so set those back over here. So what I've done with the pictures, I did do a 4x6, and then I've got a 3. What is this one? I don't have my ruler. It's right behind me. Okay, so this one right here is going to be 3 1/4, probably by 4 1/4. Yeah, by 4 1/4. And I kind of thought I could do that. And then I'm not sure if I want to use this one or not. It's pretty much a 2x2, a little bigger, I think, with the mat. Yeah, 2.5 by 2.5. It's quite big. But this was Allie's teacher, and this is when she was talking about Allie. And so I kind of thought that looked kind of cool. I liked how Allie was looking at her and she was looking there. I liked the hug. I mean, I could even kind of put that like that. I don't know. I don't know. So those are the 3 pictures I have for this first part. And these are the pictures I have for the second one. She's with her grandma here and her other grandma and niece or cousin. I guess they're cousins. And then here she's just listening. And then I have a magnet on this one. Here she's crying. I didn't think she'd want that front and center. And here's one of her friends. But I did add a magnet to it because I wasn't finding that this closed as well. I also sized it down these pieces. So on the original layout, these are 5.5 by 3 1/4, and you end up with about 3/4 of an inch on either side, and it just shows the paper, which is absolutely beautiful and perfect for a 12 by 12 layout. It is not for an 8.5 by 11. So that's kind of why I sized these down and just made them exactly. Plus, then you don't see as much that that's a different paper if you were to see the 2 layouts next to each other. But again, that's all good. So the first thing I need to do, actually this goes with that one, is work on a couple of stamped images. I created this one just using one of the ticket dies on the Cricut. Oh my goodness. And I used the sapphire pen in, it's a Cricut pen, to draw the line on that to kind of simulate that other piece. I also cut this circle. It is, I want to say 3 3 1/4 inch circle. I have that on a cut file. I'm not exactly sure still what to do about that. It says I have to post a layout in order to share things. And I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is to sand all of these pieces. And I learned that if you sand the sapphire first, you will have sapphire on everything. So we are going to start with the lightest color and basically just kind of sand around the edges. Not a lot, just enough. Yeah, that's a little easier. I think I was sanding on the other side when I was doing it earlier. Okay. There's one. And I did find that they have this on the silhouette, the Cricut. Sorry, I've been looking into some of my silhouette files and seeing if I want to keep them and try to turn them into SVGs to put on my Cricut. I haven't found any that I'm like, oh, I have to have this, that I don't already have the file for the Cricut anyway. So I think that's a no-go. Let me get some extra around there. You can really see those little flowers. Not that you can see them very well on the camera. Here's this one. So that, this was Seabrook. These are all the sage ones. And I love how the flowers pop out at this. They just pop out. Let's get some of the edges too. Now some of these they sanded less, some of these they sanded more. I'm just going to kind of sand and not worry about it. But you know what, doing this way, the color doesn't bleed like it was before. I don't know if I want the bleeding or not. But it is interesting that when you sand some of these pattern papers, they kind of bleed. That looks pretty good. Okay, now let's do this one. I'm going to make it bleed first. And then I'll go and tidy up those edges. Let's see here. It's a handy little tool I got on Amazon. I saw them using it on the video and thought, I have to have that. They said they got it at Home Depot. I actually got it on Amazon. Okay, so now we're going to do the sapphire ones. And we'll start the same way with just doing the edges for the most part. But this one is the one that we're going to actually sand in the center. Gives it a little rougher of a look. Okay, so we're going to do that on all of them. Then I will clean up this little mess and we will get to doing some of the prep work on periwinkle ink blending and see if I can do a good job. And there's a couple extra areas, or a couple areas I'm not going to worry about as much for the inking. And one area that I'm going to add some inking into that they have some there, but I'm going to kind of make it bigger. And it involves the title. Okay, so there's that. Let me, well, first let me show you. See, there's a lot of blue on there. There's blue on my hand too. I'm going to clean this up and I'll be right back. I realized before I do too much that I need to actually work on this little circle. Where did I set my, there they are. Okay, I think this one is periwinkle. Yeah, that looks periwinkle. Okay. I'm going to start light. Kind of give it some extras of blending outward. They talked about this when you are doing something with a darker ink. You don't want to then blend your ink in afterwards because it'll take some of that darker ink. So, and this one right here is hard for me to stamp, I will be honest. I didn't do a great job on my first run. My second run was a little better. I'm going to put this a little closer to me, but I only need about half of it to look decent. This kind of reminds me of candy corn still, so let's see if I can get this to look pretty good. I found with mine I needed to leave a little bit bigger of a space. Yeah, see, it's starting to go off to that side. Let's kind of go back over here and make sure I can get at least half of it looking the way I need it to. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, got that cleaned up. I did stamp the arrow already because I do like that one. And I've got this one, but I need to add some stuff to it. Do that. Get this stamping done so that I can actually flip things over. Currently was what they used on it. What else do we have? Where's the other? Oh, it's right in front of me. Every day, you and me, here and now. I don't think any of those really fit. So I'm going to wait on that part for hers. Put that over there. And I did end up cutting some more of these pieces because these are fantastic for these layouts. So if you haven't gotten this set, it's out of stock and they should be getting more in. I know I'm on the lookout for another set. Okay, so I moved stuff around a little bit. We're going to grab the periwinkle yet again. Set that over there. And the area I'm talking about is up in here. I want more color up there because that's where I'm going to be doing my title. So let's add some additional inks up there. And then they went down this side. The nice part of knowing the layout that you're doing is you know where you can put ink ahead of time. When you're just creating, it's a little harder to put the ink on and know, oh, this is where I want ink. Okay. And then on this piece, let's grab that one. Okay, so it was up in this area here. Over here. And down here. And then I'm just gonna kind of merge around. Little finger right there is kind of achy. Okay, so that should be enough of that for right now. I don't believe there is anything else that needs this ink until we get to some of the splotches. So I can set that there. We will need the sapphire soon. So let's go back to this first page, and I want to create this piece. So I've added some, oh, we do need the sapphire and the ink, that's right, to do the title, the possible titles. Okay, so this one, we've got this, and I will just be trimming these. I'm not worried about having too much and trimming them ahead of time. It's a lot easier to trim them afterwards. So this goes down here, and this one goes here. Okay, so I'm going to actually flip this mat over because it is easier to use the lines, and I'm going to add some glue dots because this sucker's going to move. And I want it to move at some point, not while I'm weaving. Okay, those. And okay, so the first one we're going to place is this one. And it was about 1/4 of an inch in. And I took adhesive off just this bottom area. Okay, so I'm going to put that down, and then I'm going to take this one. Again, I have just a smidge of adhesive down there at the bottom, and I'm just going to move it over slightly and put that down. And then I'm going to do the same thing with, this is a mix-in paper. Oh, you know what? There is a little tiny bit of the pink zip strip. Or it's a mauve-y color, so it's probably mulberry. Okay. Let's see if I can. It's funny, the zip strips do so well when you're doing this type of a layout. Regular strips of paper don't do as well. Okay, so this one I have put adhesive all along it. Actually, I take that back. I put it along most of it and not that one end. And then I decided to put it on the one end. So this one is over. So I'm going to pull this back. And it started at about, let's see here, at about 1.5. So I'm going to just pull that back to there and pull this one back. Slide that under, go to 1.5 there, and go to 1.5 on the other side and put that down. Okay, now the next one goes under just this one and over these two, and it is this sapphire color. We'll take all this off. And we just want to go about 1/8 of an inch, kind of like what we did before, up. So right about there. There we go. And then we can put that down. And then this last one, we'll do the same as this one right here. And even though these aren't like perfectly matched or whatnot, they look really nice next to each other, which is the goal here. They just look nice. I'm going to start this at 2 3/4 and go over to 2. No, that's a little too much. Let's go down a little bit. There we go. Okay. And then the last step would be to take off the rest of the adhesive for the top pieces. Probably should have started at the other end. I'm not sure I'm even. It's taking up some of my ink. Darn it. Okay, so I want it just before the 2. So right about there. Now that looks good. Gives me kind of a guide to go off of. There we go. And we'll finish with this one. Then we'll pull this up and we can trim, and then we can tack this down. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, I'm just gonna trim these real quick and tack it down. Okay, got it all tacked down. Now what I'm going to do is take this piece, these pieces, and this piece, and we'll probably need this one too at this point. So we are going to attempt to recreate somewhat of what we have over here. So this one was kind of at an angle like that. And actually, I think I'm going to go down a little further into this area. I think I'm going to have to. And let's just kind of put this one there and grab the ruler. Kind of line it up. I could have cut this a lot smaller, but I didn't have a need for it. So I was like, you know what? I think I want it to go a little straighter. Now let's use this as the guide. I am definitely pulling off that ink. It's interesting. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, I like that. And I like it down a little further too. Okay, and then we've got this little guy. And we have this one, which we're going to slip under. I'm just going to use this adhesive. This is not my favorite, but it works in a pinch. And we're going to kind of hide most of that. So see why it didn't matter that we had nothing perfect on there? It didn't have to be perfect. Okay. Now the only other thing on this page that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to use or work with is these. And that kind of makes me sad. But we'll figure it out. It could be that we instead, put them, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do because I do like this piece. Again, that hides most everything too. Okay. I don't know. Let's put some of this down. Yeah. We're going to work on the title next. And I'm actually going to flip it over here and have it kind of secured down. And we're going to grab another mat. I have one right next to me. Okay. So I used the font that came with the kit to create this graduation word, and I really like it. I also like these, but let's see what they look like and how they do after I get the ink on them. So one of the positives to doing what I did and securing them onto this paper is I can start off of the letters and just kind of build them up. And you don't get that deep like these lines on the letters, which is good. And they said to build the ink up slowly on your letters to make them as dark as possible instead of all at once. And I found I got a really nice look to them. I really was happy. I should have started over here on that one, but it worked out. We worked it out. I am not planning to use this timeless one. This is just a example for you. I will have that on that cut file when I figure out how to get it attached to my blog. With working full time right now, I have not had the ability to do the research I need to do. So there's the timeless. Now let's work on this one. These letters are a little more fragile. So I'm kind of leaning towards using this type of a font, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to do it on the actual paper. And that means that all that work I did could go bye-bye if I mess up. And the chances of that happening are greater than it not happening. But we'll just take it one step at a time, and if I have to rip the whole page apart and start over, it's what I got to do. I do like that graduation, though. It's pretty. But hopefully this circle works out, because I was thinking if I put this word above and had the circle, graduation circle, I was thinking that might work out better space-wise. Because graduation is a huge word. One thing I was thinking about doing is taking some of the old, and they're not that old because I haven't done very many of them, but taking the classes that I took for the album retreats and recreating those with different papers that we currently have or can get our hands on. I don't know if it's going to work, but it would be cool if it does. Okay, I need my T-square, and where's that word? I don't have enough ink up there. I need to go a little higher. Do I? Well, if I put circle right here, I could put graduation right there. Let's grab a pencil and make a little tiny line. Okay. And the nice part is I have this so I can kind of place where I want to start the U. Okay. But I like how much darker that one is. I think I used the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Just a little more color behind it. I'm getting ink on everything because of the magnets. It's a love-hate relationship, isn't it? Okay, got that cleaned up. And let's start by flipping this around, and I'm going to build it upside down. Take one of these mats out. I don't need two to help me. Okay, we're going to grab these letters. And I believe I can use this little tiny one. And just got to find them. Okay. We're going to put this right next to where we're working so that I can see. Okay, first letter's on. We'll go with A next. And my hand is like shaking. I am so nervous doing this on my actual layout. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm just going to set the A up there because I do need it again. The T. I am so glad I have that right there. I would totally spell this word wrong. That would be horrible. Yeah, my hand is just shaking. The T's not great, but it's on there. It's on there. Let's go with the I. Now, when I did the I on that one, it kind of was crooked. So I want to lay it down and then pick it up. And I think it's the same on the top and the bottom. So this hand's shaking. This hand's shoving it down. Okay, we need the O. And okay. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be cool. Okay, and then we've got a D. Oh, acting like I'm putting it on the chamois. And that A. And the R. Gosh, my hand is just shaking. Ugh. Yeah, now I'm kind of coming upwards towards me. Hopefully this G will save it. It'll save it, right? Or it'll make it worse. That's funny. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Actually doesn't look too bad. It's not ideally the wiggle pattern I would want, but you know what? I think it looks pretty good. Oh, I want to do the stamp down here before I move on. And this stamp is 2 arrows and 2 boxes. Pretty cool. Okay, got that across there. Clean that up, and I will put it away in a little bit. I'm going to put these letters away because these will attach themselves and get lost. They are itty bitties, and they're fun and cool. That's living in the moment. Where is the stamp case for this one? I know it's on my desk. I don't see it. Okay, we're just going to set it over there where it's not touching anything else. I'm going to put the living in the moment case over there as well. Okay, so on this page, let's grab its mate here and see what we can do. I'm really liking that. This needs to dry a little bit before I remove that pencil line. And now we can just see what we like. And it has a little bit of adhesive to hold it onto the page. And I think it'll come up pretty easy on the page too if I just kind of lay it. Oh, that needs to be up there. Isn't that cool how that circle is left behind? That's so cool. Okay. Huh, I don't like the way that that's laying. It looks silly. The E needs to be down more. That looks much better. Okay. I like it. Okay, what am I going to do to adhere that? I think I'm going to get out this portfolio. I have the sticky folio and do this one. I am enjoying this. Let's pull this. Okay, let's do the dot next. Okay, now we're going to take this bit off. Whew. The scary part for this one is when I go to put it back on, it's going to be pretty permanent. Just going to kind of set it in this area. There should be enough that gets most of the points. Okay, let's get this up now without ripping it, as it's a lot smaller than the other font. Okay. Close up my sticky folio and set it aside. Okay, so the one that I want to lay nice is the E, and everything else kind of follows. This goes down a little more. There we go. Whew, it went down pretty good. Looks kind of silly though. Okay, I can live with that. I need to clean these with the goopy stuff I have. They're getting kind of goopy goops. Okay, so this one and this one are what are supposed to come over here. I mean, I could always do something like that. We still have these pictures. I'm not sure if they're even going to work. Oh. Maybe I don't even put that one. Maybe I just put this one. I think I just want to put this one. I like the other one too, but at least I got them hugging, right? Okay. I added adhesive to all of these. On this page, they're flat. On the other page, they are popped. And I am not going to be able to pop those because it feels like it's kind of an all or nothing. And I can't pop all of them because of the way I've got pictures. I know, crazy. I have pictures for a scrapbooking layout. Okay, well, if I lay these kind of the way they're supposed to be, and then I put that's okay. I like that. I could always add some pop tape to this picture. I think I will. And I'm just going to grab these and just put it over a lot of that adhesive. It'll just stick extra. Okay. And you know what? I didn't wipe that sapphire one down too much. So hopefully I'm not getting blue powdery stuff all over my picture. Good thing I know how to reprint. Oh, I kind of like that at an angle. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's see here. What is next? We don't have the butterfly because I didn't stamp that because I think it looks like an apple. I'm sorry, I just don't care for that one. We do have these bits, so I want to stamp some of those. And what I did is I put them on this block, and then I can use them on this block. So we'll start with this big one. And I still have to erase that line, but I want to make sure it is good and dry. Let's see, big one there and a big one there. That looks good. Dry that, set it back on my special block. And here, I think I want to go there. And let's go there. Okay. And then this little trio of dots, such a cute little trio. They come in and we can put those there and there. This one I don't like as much as I love that part right there. So, oops, they're trying to stay on the chamois. Okay, so now we have some of these little blue dots. Let's see what we've got. Everything's coming over towards me. Okay. So I know that we used the two little ones on here. Probably should have put that. I think I want to go up. Probably should have put that one there. Wonder if I could change that. I might be able to change it from the bottom. Can't change it from the top because that is definitely stuck to that picture. Let's see here. I moved them differently. Let's see here. I need to cover up one little area that I need to cover right up here because that came apart on the bottom. Okay. Oh, I like that. That looks really cute and very simple. And I like this better over here in this corner. Okay, so then we had a little star, which is the medium star. Try to go with ones that I have some right there. Oops, okay, come on. Well, let's put that down here. And then up here we had, I believe that is a little dot. Let's kind of measure. Yeah, a little dot. So I've got one right here. That. And then looks like a small star. And is that next one is a large star. I have a large star over here. And there. And I think that is everything except for that little piece and this, which I'm going to omit this because I like this picture here. And I think this turned out really cute. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to erase this line. I bought some really good mechanical pencils that have a nice eraser on them, so I don't have to pull out my special eraser. There we go. That turned out really cute. I'm very happy. Very happy. Okay, I'm going to take the little adhesive dots off of here because I'm going to stick it on something if I don't. And let's set this one aside and pull in the other page. Okay, so we've got this one. I'm going to flip you. I'm going to take some of these pieces that we don't need. Just in case you wanted to see what this looks like. I never know which part I'm more impressed with, the positive or the negative. Because isn't the negative on that so cool? It's beautiful font too. Isn't that cool? So there's that, and then I'll just set it over here. See how dark that is on there? So pretty. So pretty. I'm going to set it back on this, and I will probably pass this on to Nancy because she's probably going to want to create a couple more of this layout that we just did. Move that, and we will get some dots for here. I did use the dark side of periwinkle for the base on these layouts. But all of that information, as I've said before, will be on my blog for both the 12 by 12 version and the 8.5 by 11. Okay. I have one picture. I have two pictures. I have three pictures. Yes. Well, technically I have a lot more than that, but it's okay. Okay, so then we've got these little guys and this arrow. I do like this arrow, so I wanted to use that. I am very blue. Okay. And, oh, in case you didn't know, this was the flower embossing folder that we did this one in. Oops, can't see it as well. That one. Very fun. Okay, so we've got, looks like sage, and I have a bunch of Seabrook. I have a sage over here that's already done. Okay, so sage, and then Seabrook, and this one, and this one. So that makes up one flower. And then we've got that one, this one, and this one that makes up this flower. I need to put something in the center of these. I don't need anything on that other one because that picture is perfect. So we'll have to figure that one out. And I had see the pictures are going to overlap these. That's why I couldn't really pop them because let's see here. Yeah, oh, it was mainly these center ones because this isn't going to allow poppage. That's what it was. Okay. Actually, I'm going to set those up there. Just stay. Oops. Okay. And let's just start by putting these little guys down. It is amazing how much quicker these layouts go together once you have all the prep work done. And you can see how I'm putting them down. And until I can get my file up on Cricut, in the shapes area, there is, I want to say they're calling it Squircle. And it is just open up the shapes, and there is a shape that's very similar to this, and then just make it 2 by 2. And you'll have this. And if you if you create a second one, make it a little smaller, like 1 3/4, maybe 1.8 or something, and then change it to stitching, to embossing, and you can get this little embossed line too. The reason why I know that is because that's what I was doing. Grab my adhesive. Oh, I see what it is. No, I had too many of the Seabrook ones. I do love these though. Uh-oh, this one goes up top. Okay. Whew. Forgot what I was doing. This will be a nice addition to Allie's school book. Now, the layout that they did in class, she had used one for her father-in-law who had passed away. And that was pretty cool that she was able to incorporate this style of a layout, kind of bright and cheery, more so for someone who had just passed. But I thought it was a really, really interesting and cool way to tribute somebody who is special to you. I just am not working on any layouts where somebody has passed right now. I instead found these pictures of my daughter's circle and thought these would be perfect. Okay, so I've got those down. Really like them. They're very cool. So this one goes up top. I keep looking at that going, I want to put this on the bottom, but it goes on top. And we're going to follow the instructions right now. You know what? I think I want to crazy enough pop these. Because I can't pop the other. Maybe popping these would help. Okay, let me grab some round stuff. This is an off-brand that I got at the scrapbooking store that is very sticky. But we can do both of these this way, and then I can do the center one flat because there's a lot of bulk to it. Okay, so let's see here. If I put that one there, and this one there. Okay, let's take these off. It's nice how I added extra stickers, extra sticky to put the pop tape on that's extremely sticky. I was just thinking ahead. No mistakes were made here. Except that I'm almost out. Let's see here. Can we use any of this? Yeah. Oh, I can use a smidge. Probably not enough. Let's see if I've got another roll of something over here. The main thing is I need to have it the same height. Okay, this one's the same height because it's the same company. And we'll just put 2 little strips there. Okay. So that'll go there. This will go here, and this will go here. And then this little arrow is supposed to come down here. I think I will just pop the end of that one and not pop the whole thing. I like this little leaf paper on the back side. It's cute too. In the card making, you have, of course, different paper front and back. But this paper right here, I'm trying to remember what was on the back side of it. Sorry, Nancy, I'm going to look at this one. This one's probably the easiest to look at. Oh, okay. It is this paper, which this paper is in the card making. Interesting. I knew I found it interesting. I just couldn't remember what it was that I found interesting. So this one, of course, will be flat because there's a lot of bulk to it. I will have the measurements for this on the website as well, on the blog. It ends up being 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And this one over here is that, where's my ruler? There you are. But I will have these listed so you don't have to write it down. 5 1/2 by 3 1/4. I'm going to leave a little bit of room. And what's nice is that when you put your page protector, that tongue twister of a word, and you can pull this through and then you can open it back and forth, which will be nice. You could also slip a, what are those called? Oh my goodness. Oh boy, it's been a long day. Sorry. Flip flap. You could slide a flip flap over that if you wanted to have it extra protected. Having the magnet on it means that when I have it on the top of the page protector, it will still close and stay closed in between. So here we go. That looks pretty good. Yeah, very happy with that. Love that I have all these pictures for her. Okay, and since we need to kind of match the height of that, actually forget it. We're going to match the height, but we're going to pop it on there too. Why not? I don't pop things that often, so the rest of the book's not going to be, hugely popped unless I go crazy all of a sudden, which has been known to happen. Just slightly. There we go. I do like that. That looks cute. Okay, now we got to figure out what we're going to put here. Let's look at the stamp set. Ooh, this little heart's cute. The camera. No, I'm not big on cameras. Kind of thinking a circle, like just a circle. Let me grab some circles and let's play with that. Okay, so I cut out some, what is this, 3/4 inch, and I think this is a 1/2 inch. So there's the 3/4, and there's the 1/2. I think the 3/4. I'm very torn on that because I like the 1/2 inch. Let me grab that stamp set again and see if there's anything on there. That's too big. Oh, pardon me. I could stamp the butterfly. I think would look cooler. This is what I stamped it off of because I wasn't sure what I was going to use. Let's ink them and see what that looks like. Not like I can't punch more, right? Feels like it needs something else on there. But what? Maybe this dot. That dot could be cute. Stamp a couple of those on there. I don't know where I put that other mat. I set it aside when I went looking for stuff. Might have done too much. And it looks like little doggy footprints. Okay, don't like that. Punch another one of these out. Actually, just saved myself a ton of time. That's thinking. What could we put? Definitely need to pop those. I closed my drawer when I was looking for stuff too. Here's the little, maybe we need the bigger one. I don't think I have anything in sapphire. It's looking better. I'm liking it. Let's put the bits on here real quick, and then we can kind of play around with the other a little bit more. Oh, I could put the little hearts in there, maybe. Okay, so there's one here, and one up there. And close up sapphire so I don't accidentally stamp it. Okay, let's see if I can. Oh, that worked. I'm gonna kind of. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kind of lift that up and put that under. Okay, and then the little one. Okay, got that done. Set those over there. Let's do the dots real quick, and then we can see if there is something that will work. Okay, so there's a star, and it looks like it's the larger star. These are all sapphire. Let's put that there. Tiny star and a medium star. Okay. Tiny star was up at this top one. Could put that on there. And the medium star is down at the bottom. I'm gonna put that there. Okay, so we could either put a star in the center of that, or we could try putting a heart and see what that looks like. Here's a lone heart. Oops, come on, just stay there without sticking too much. Not loving that. It's not bad, but I'm not loving it. Okay, let's see here. What have we got in these? These little flowers. Actually, those little flowers might be perfect. And I'm pretty sure I have some extra ones. Okay, grab my little box. I do have some extras, but they are in the Seabrook. What do we think? I have a limeade too. And I have one in yellow, which would be honey butter. There isn't any other honey butter on this layout, so that would be a no. There's none of this color either, but I could do a heart. I could cut out periwinkle hearts. I think that's what I want to do. I'm going to cut out some periwinkle hearts. These are very cute, and I do like this color. It's just not fitting where I want it to fit. So I'm going to go cut out 2 little periwinkle hearts. I cut out 4 because I wasn't sure if I wanted the dark side or the light side. I think the light side. Oops. And now I have 2 for later. Okay, let's see if I can get this off and save the pop tape. Nope. Let's grab that off. Okay, and find the pop tape again. Okay, get this on here. Actually, even though I took that off, I'm going to use the other side of this and rough this up. It needs a little roughness. Oh yeah. Oh, haven't taken that off yet. think I want it a little rougher even. Give it its own little personality. Okay, I'm loving this. This is great. Anything else? Because I know this is kind of what you use to open this. I don't have anything to open that. I'm just using it as is. I don't want a camera up there. I'm sure you've heard me talk about how I don't understand the use of cameras. I understand cameras in real life. Don't get me wrong. I just don't understand them on a photo page thingy. Okay, so here is the original layout. Here is the page for that one. And here's the page, whoops, for that one. Okay. And there is the 8.5 by 11 version. I still do have this thing that I could put in. It feels a little too big, so we'll use it someplace else. I'm really happy with this. I think it turned out really cool, and I think Allie will love it, and that's what matters. So have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for coming to play. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and play today. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos. Leave a comment and have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.